60. You got it. 1960. What is the best vegetable that you can eat? Okay. How much sugar does the average person eat between 1 and 23? 165 pounds. And that's white sugar now. That's not counting the sugar that you're getting in fruit or anything like that, okay? Okay? 2 of the ingredients that are in artificial sweeteners. That are cancer-causing agents.
Oh, carbon dioxide?
No, that's for soda. It's busy eating. Methanol, and methyl alcohol. Right. Okay? And Nora, why should you exercise? That's it. You got it, girl. Okay. How about food coloring? Why shouldn't you have any food coloring? Causes cancer, right. How much water should you drink a day? Half of your body weight in ounces, right? Okay. How about the percentage the United States was overweight in 2007? 85. Okay, but how much of that was 15, okay. How about the lunch meat? How about the meats, the processed meats? What shouldn't you eat?
Pork.
And some hot dogs, okay? And who has the lowest rate of heart attacks in the world? Okay. What 2 countries are number 1 and 2 in health? Italy and Greece, right.
I didn't like these last time you gave them to me.
Sean will be back in here and he'll be grabbing them all up. Sean Graves, he probably took about 20.
Whoa.
Flax seeds, you can get them at Chamberlain's in the back. Okay, there's okay. Chamberlain's is on John Young Parkway, right above or south of 192. It's right behind the phone place. There used to be an Albertsons in there which closed down. I think that Albertsons is closed down. Right? Yeah. Okay. I'm still looking for. Okay, now listen to this. Okay. First of all, I believe that I told you before that God created everything to combat all kind of disease. Okay. Ezekiel 47:12. Okay, I'm going to shorten it for you, but here's what it says. Alongside the torrent, which means the river, there will come up along its banks all sorts of trees for food, which means fruit trees. Okay, and this is the important part. And their fruitage must be for food, and their leafage, the leaves on these trees, for healing. So we're making all of these drug pills that people are pumping into their body, and that tells you right there that there is something on this earth for to combat a lot of disease, for healing. Okay? There's also a lot of tea that you can drink that fight off all kinds of germs. Green tea, right? You know what green tea is? Okay. There's all kinds. There's a tea called Pau d'Arco, P-A-U-D apostrophe. Did you ever hear this? A-R-C-O. And I told him to drink sleepy time tea one time because he couldn't sleep. Pau d'Arco, P-A-U-D apostrophe A-R-C-O. It comes from a root of a tree in South America. Fights off all kind of disease, fights off yeast infections, kills a lot of extra yeast in your body, which people will help you with your cold sores in your mouth. They'll help you with like sinus problems. And it's not very tasty. You got to put the agave nectar in it to sweeten it up a little bit. Go ahead.
Where you get this at?
Chamberlain's.
Chamberlain?
They got it all at Chamberlain's. Now some of the stores like Publix are starting to sell a lot of that tea. A lot of that health tea.
What's the little bar specifically called?
They're called sesame bars. Ask Emilio, he'll tell you. Remember, that apple is really good for you. Or apricots.
Come on.
How about figs? Anybody eat figs? Superfood, excellent food. I won't even go into reading it, but that has so much fiber and magnesium in it that is really healthy for your body. The fish I told you about, okay, I told you about the lobster. Fish also reduces the risk of lupus. I don't know if anybody knows what lupus is, but it's a disease you get in your joints, and it really hurts, especially when you get older. Eskimos are to suffer from the least amount of heart attacks. The herbs are all good for you. Melons and cucumbers are good for you. Honey is really a good sweetener, and it's also good nourishment for you. And it's got like the propolis and in it that helps you fight off germs too. Okay, milk. I only drink fat-free milk. I don't drink the ones that have fat in it. Skim milk. I drink soy milk. Anybody here soy milk? Okay, I drink soy milk a lot. They have good soy milk. Chocolate, right? It's really good stuff. Okay, nuts. Those peanuts I told you about. Okay, the plain ones now. Karina, not the ones that are sugar-coated, okay? They are rich in zinc, copper, iron, calcium, magnesium, and most nuts contain certain levels of protease. You don't have to write that down. Protease inhibitors, which researchers have found to be one of the most significant natural cancer blockers ever discovered. Olives and olive oil are really super for you. Onions are good for you, fight off a lot of germs, but onions will leave a bad taste in your mouth too. But they fight off E. coli. You know what E. coli is and salmonella? Anybody ever hear of E. coli and salmonella? Onions fight off E. coli and salmonella. Okay, they will also help you if you have tuberculosis, which we don't have that much in the United States anymore. Yogurt is really good E. coli. And if you buy yogurt, you look for the ones that say, this yogurt contains live cultures, which are live bacteria, which is the good bacteria that'll fight off the bad bacteria. You like yogurt?
Yeah. What I was saying. Is whole milk bad for you? Like,
Whole milk's not bad for you, but it contains a lot of fat that you really don't need. And if you could drink, like there's 4%, then it goes down to 2%, well, I drink the fat-free milk because I get none of the fat in the milk. It's not bad for you. All milk is good for you. Even now to find out, like you guys had eggs, eggs are not really that bad for you. Like they always say, hey, you don't eat a lot of eggs. They're putting too much cholesterol in your body. If you eat, the best way to eat is a well-balanced diet, right? Eat some eggs sometime. You can even have some of that bacon sometime. The Canadian bacon is better than regular bacon, but that's horrible tasting, you know. And the bacon that is like the fat-free bacon, you're like eating a piece of cardboard that's fried. That's terrible, but it's, you know, it's still better than eating regular bacon for you. The lunch meat that I told you about that was bad is pepperoni. The pork is bad for you. You do what you want. It's up to you what you put into your body, okay? Me, I've learned to live without that stuff. If you're cooking vegetables, most of the vegetables that are cultivated now are lacking in nutrients and minerals because of all the times they've used the land, the soil, you know. There's a thing that you buy at Chamberlain's too. It's called blackstrap molasses. You put that in the water, and if you steam your vegetables, you put the little steamer in there, and that will put all the nutrients and minerals back in the vegetables you need. Remember, asparagus, the #1 thing you can eat if you like it. If you can't eat asparagus, broccoli. If you can't eat that, cauliflower. And if you can't eat that, the rest of the green stuff. Sugar snap peas, the beets, the beans, the string beans, the long string beans. I don't know how many of you like them. The least amount of nutrients in the vegetables are the brightly colored ones, like the corn, squash. I mean, not that they're not good for you, but they have the least amount of nutrients and vitamins in it. Remember, stay away from artificial sweeteners. They are really bad for you. Not good at all. Soda, what did I tell you about soda? Anything with the nitrate on the end of it are carcinogens, or eventually will be carcinogens. Especially your hydrogenated oils are drained of all the nutrients and the essential body fats that your body needs. Maltodextrin, which I read you in that, and disodium phosphate are preservatives put in food to make it last longer, and no one has ever studied the long effects on these in your body. And they also restrict blood flow, okay? If anybody around you smokes, and I hope that you will never smoke, okay, you breathe in 21% oxygen. That's all you breathe in. When you breathe in, 21% oxygen, okay? When you take a puff of a cigarette, you stop all the flow of oxygen in your body. So God created this system where rather than give you air holes in your veins and blood, your body creates hydrogen. Hydrogen carries lactic acid, which is one of the biggest germ carriers of all in your body. Smoking directly causes lung cancer, okay, but it indirectly causes all the rest of them. Now, when you put that lactic acid in your body, all of us have cancer germs in our body. Did you know that? We all have all of this stuff in our body. When you put that in there, that lactic acid, now you're starting to carry these germs. Your lymph nodes are the first thing that affects, which are under your arms, you know, different parts of your body. That's why you see somebody has cancer, they have lymph node cancer. If you have lymph node cancer, the first thing they do is go in there and take them out of there and check to see if it went any farther, because the lymph nodes will pull all that stuff out of there. Just like your tonsils. Anybody have their tonsils left? Left? You all had them out? You have them left? Okay. The tonsils were the things that would grab the germs in your throat, and they would always swell up. Okay? Then they found that, well, we'll take your tonsils out. Then they found out that it's better to leave them in. So I really don't know what decision there. I've had my tonsils out. Usually get them out when you're like 4 or 5 years old.